Stokes. He will then introduce Lieutenant Aaron Smith with the Iowa State Patrol, who will provide the official update regarding the investigation. Following Lieutenant's statement, Vice President of Student Services and Athletic Director Troy Larson will share comments on behalf of our athletic department. President Stokes will then offer closing remarks. We will take a limited number of questions at the conclusion. Please understand that there may be questions we cannot answer due to privacy laws and the ongoing investigation. At this time, I would like to introduce President Scott Stokes.
Thank you, Beth. Good afternoon. Yesterday, members of our Iowa Lakes Community College baseball team were involved in a serious accident while traveling. This has been an incredibly difficult time for our community college community. Our students, faculty, staff, and families have been deeply affected. Our immediate priority has been the safety and well-being of our students, as well as we have been in close communication with families and are providing counseling and academic support to ensure they have the care and support that they need. We are deeply grateful to the first responders, medical personnel, and the law enforcement who responded quickly and professionally. We are also appreciative of the overwhelming outpouring of support we have received from across Iowa and beyond. The messages, prayers, and encouragement have meant more than we can express. We are cooperating fully with authorities as they continue their investigation. At this time, I would like to introduce Lieutenant Aaron Smith with the Iowa State Patrol.
Thank you, President. Yesterday morning, shortly after 11 a.m., law enforcement and first responders received a call to respond to a single vehicle collision in rural Calhoun County. This was located on Highway 4 at 220th Street, which is approximately about 1.5 miles north of US Highway 20 on Highway 4. Initial reports to us were that it was a single vehicle collision involving a bus with multiple injured occupants to that in that vehicle, as well as CPR was in progress at the time. So responders from 4 different counties, I believe it was Calhoun, Sac County, Webster County, Pocahontas County, all responded to that area. When officers and first responders arrived on scene, they did notice that there were several occupants of that vehicle that were injured. There were reported to be approximately 33 people involved in that bus at the time of the collision, all receiving injuries. As a result of that crash, like I said, all occupants of that bus were injured, and we did have 1 confirmed fatality. And we'll release that name today. The confirmed fatality is a Carter Johnson, age 19, from Rapid City, South Dakota. So the responders and law enforcement would like to extend our sincere and deepest condolences to the family of Carter. This investigation does remain, it's under investigation currently, so we don't have anything else to add to that. It's ongoing, and we'll be able to answer questions at a later time. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. As Beth said, my name is Troy Larson. I'm Vice President of Student Services and Athletic Director here at the college. I just had a couple quick comments from the athletic department. These have been some really difficult days for us here, especially for our athletic department, our coaches, and our student athletes. Our baseball team's more than a roster. They're a family. Carter was a great teammate, a friend, and a valued member of our athletic community. In his time here, he really impacted our campus, both within our halls and the classrooms as well as on the playing field. We're heartbroken for this tragedy. Our thoughts and prayers are with Carter's family. We cannot imagine the depth of their loss, and we are holding them close in our hearts. I want to sincerely thank everyone that has reached out. The athletic world is a small world, and we've had so many calls and messages and prayers and support from near and far, from former student athletes to coaches across the country, athletic directors around the country, as well as our local communities have reached out, and we appreciate that more than you could ever imagine. The outpouring of compassion has been very powerful. Right now, we're focusing on wrapping our arms around all of our students, but specifically our student athletes and our baseball student athletes. We're providing counseling, flexibility, and space as they grieve. That's what we do at Iowa Lakes. We support our students not just academically, not just on the playing fields, but as whole individuals. Our coaches are leading with compassion. Our teammates are supporting one another. And our department is committed to walking beside these students every step of the way as we progress through this great tragedy. Thank you.
Thank you, Troy. On behalf of Iowa Lakes Community College, we again extend our deepest condolences to Carter's family. Our hearts are heavy, and we grieve alongside them. I also want to offer a special thank you to the law enforcement, emergency responders, and the medical teams whose swift and professional response during this tragedy made a difference. We ask for continued privacy and compassion for Carter's family and for our students in the days ahead. Iowa Lakes is a strong community, and we will walk through this together. Thank you.
We'll now take questions, limited number. Please state your name and media outlet before asking your question.
Bo Bowman, KCCI. You mentioned that there was some CPR in progress before law enforcement was able to get there. Was that provided by people in the van following the bus, or did that be teammates in that vehicle?
Yes, from what we understand, student athletes that were in the vehicle trailing that bus did provide that CPR to Carter. Yes.
How critical were their actions?
It's impressive when you have young student athletes stepping up and performing that sort of act on somebody. So when first responders did arrive, I was on location myself. First responders did make note that CPR provided by those student athletes was very impressive.
Could anybody give us an update on how the students are and where they're at in terms of medical care?
Yeah, I can touch base a little bit on that. I won't go into injuries or anything like that, but everybody is recovering. I don't believe we have anybody else currently at local hospitals. We might have a couple student athletes in the Des Moines area. We did have 4 Life Flight helicopters on scene at the time, and 3 people were transported to hospitals in the Des Moines area. So, but as far as I know, they could still be there, but I can't comment completely on that.
If you don't mind, I'll sneak in another question really quick. What is it about that intersection? Is it known to be a difficult intersection for drivers?
Well, we have, it's a S curve, if everybody's familiar with that is. And again, that bus, just for current unknown reasons, left the roadway in that curve and entered that ditch. So, we've had, I believe, 4 fatalities at that location in the last 10 years. So, it's an active area for us, but 4 fatalities in 10 years is what we have.
This is for Troy or staff. I'm Travis Chen from KCAU. What is the future for the baseball team the rest of the season?
You know, right now, we're just making sure that parents have been communicated with, and that has all happened, and trying to get as much updates as we can from our student athletes. But moving forward specifically, we'll start to have some conversations next week about that. We'll definitely have team involvement, coach involvement, and just see where we're at and what the team would like to do moving forward. You know, we've been in contact with the ICCAC, which is our conference, as well as the NJCA, and you know, they understand what we're going through. They will support us in any manner in which in any direction that we go. So as of right now, we don't have a definite answer on that, but those decisions will be happening in the next probably couple weeks.
Carter, did he make it to the hospital, or was he pronounced dead?
Yes, he was pronounced deceased at the scene.
One more question.
Is there any update you can give in terms of the condition of the other players? Are any of them in a life-threatening situation, or are they all stable, or can you go into any detail with that?
I can't go into any detail with that, but I can report everybody is stable. It's going to take some time for them to recover from some injuries, as you know, pretty violent collision.
Okay, thank you so much for being here today.